Hey everyone! Welcome back to another pick a card reading here on my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for being here today and clicking on this video. So today's pick a card reading is going to be about how will people view you, or how will people see you as a couple? So we have 3 crystals to choose from today. We have crystal 1 with the carnelian, crystal 2 with the clear quartz, and crystal 3 with the lapis lazuli. So those are your 3 crystals to choose from today. Let your intuition guide you to your crystal of choice, and think about the question, how will people view us as a couple? And I'll find you at your pile. See you then. All right, so if you have chosen the carnelian crystal, crystal number 1, you found your way to your reading. So how will people view you as a couple? Let's figure it out. So I'm going to start off with the tarot. So those who have chosen the carnelian crystal, how will people view you or see you as a couple? How will people see you as a couple? Carnelian crystal, how will people see you as a couple? Okay. How will people see you as a couple? Okay, so something is flipped over behind there. Okay, this reflipped. 2 cups. Justice. Back of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands. So for starters, people will view you guys as total opposites. Like, you guys have different types of personalities, like however you characterize yourself, different types of work. There's just some difference here that people kind of feel like a little bit confused of how that worked out, but you did. You guys both work really hard. I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking at how you guys came together. Okay, so I think a lot of people are just curious about this relationship and curious about you too. But again, people will see you as like perfect harmony. Like, even though you are opposites, opposites attract, obviously, here. And people are going to see, like, want you guys to, thrive for the best. They want this relationship to grow. They sense that balance, that harmony, and they really want you guys to like stay committed to each other forever. Because it's like something that you don't see every day, like what kind of couple you are. Yeah, it's just something people don't always imagine happening, because of whatever difference is there. So I feel like some people might be a little bit confused, but like once people start seeing you more and how you interact with each other, people are going to be like, oh, okay, now this makes sense. Like, they're really going to look at the details behind this relationship, what this is really all about, what it's like. Okay. So we have regeneration. Let's see what else. Okay, I'm just going to take them all. We have new life, mending, and loyal heart. So perhaps some people already know about this person in your life, and perhaps you guys went through something and then kind of just split apart. So some people are a little bit confused of like you guys coming together because they felt like, oh, but wasn't there some conflict in between? Wasn't there something happening? But it's like you guys worked that out. So people are going to notice that as well. And I see that with regeneration and new life. It's like you gave this person a second chance, or there's a renewal to this relationship as well. I'm also sensing maybe either one of you or both of you could have went through a really bad like karmic relationship, and this relationship is your new chance, a new beginning for a committed love relationship. There's going to be harmony with this. So this relationship is going to make you feel like you can have a new start. It's going to make you feel like, okay, I went through what I had to go through, and now I need like, some real commitment, somebody that's going to care for me the way that I care for them, right? So this is like, you feel like this is your second chance in love. Okay, so whatever loss or issues that occurred in the past, that was like an ending to that. but it was not the ending to a relationship because you found yourself in a harmonious partnership that somebody's going to be really committed to you, really loyal to you, is going to speak the truth, always tell you how they feel and not hold anything back. This person isn't going to be like keeping things to themselves and be resentful, you know? So definitely a lot of people see this relationship as something that you both deserve. You know, you both deserve like a second chance. You both deserve um, some true love, this committed relationship here. Okay. So, yeah, I feel like other people also will be viewing this relationship as um, like an ideal partnership. It's like something that it gives people hope because they feel like, wow, you guys have really been through a lot, but you still found each other, you know? So that's also a really beautiful thing. I feel like a lot of people will be rooting for this relationship for you as a couple. Okay. So let's see what else we have here. Irritation, dispersion. Get one more. And we have the creative. Okay. So something else. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about this card like a little bit, but something else with new life. This is like this like people will notice that this relationship is very like vibrant. You know, it's like time for this passionate commitment for you two. Okay. I feel like a lot of people are going to respect your partnership, is going to respect this because they know that you've went through a lot apart and also together. Okay? And that's where you have duration here. It's like no matter what happened, like you guys still stayed strong. You have stability there, a deep commitment, strengthening, endurance, constancy, perseverance. So a lot of people are going to sense that this relationship is something true, something healthy, something grown up. That no matter what, it's not like you're going to have many fights and just like break up and then make up, then break up, then make up. It's like, it's not going to be like that. Like, you guys are going to be a rock. Like, this person is your rock. We have dispersion as well. Diffuse negativity, restore harmony, circulate, revitalize, lighten up, dissolve division. So, you guys, a lot of people are going to notice that the way that you communicate with each other is also very healthy. Like, you guys speak up when something is like bugging you, you know, and you're going to have this relationship where people aren't going to know what's really going on in your relationship. You're not going to feel the need to talk to other people about your relationship and what's going on. Like, you guys will be able to diffuse any kind of conflict within your relationship together, right? So it's always going to be thriving, always going to be healthy. Like, there's always going to be positivity. You guys have a way of talking to each other and making sure that, you know, you both know like your past and traumatic experiences. So it's like once you know those things, it's easier for you to maneuver in this relationship and understand what you guys like and what you don't like, so you don't accidentally like blow a fuse here, you know? And then we have the creative. Again, strength, authority, masculinity, heaven, inspiration, father. So whoever is the yang, the masculine here, is going to have like really be really hands on with this relationship and really care for the feminine here, right? The masculine will always speak up and know when to like make that movement, when to make actions. Usually going to be the one to make the first moves as well in this relationship, which is lovely here. And then we're going to do this witch's wisdom oracle, and it will finish off with your reading. Hopefully you've enjoyed it so far. It's got really good cards here. Yeah, but people notice the strength with this relationship, how you guys speak with each other, you're loyal to each other, committed, you know. Let's see what we got here. It's the last card from Witch's Wisdom. Okay. So the card we got here is Watchtower of the West, Autumn. So this can mean either that your relationship is coming together in the autumn time, okay? But as well, this is talking about being determined, right? And letting go of like the old, letting go of that past, like the leaves, like letting go of the past situations that happened to make room for something new, you know? And also, this is about like, taking that time for, that inner work, that peace, not only forgiving them, but yourself here, right? This is about being vibrant. This relationship has a vibrancy, okay? Yeah, so that's what people feel and think about your relationship. If you enjoy that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see ya in the next one. Bye now. Alright, so if you have chosen pile 2 with the clear quartz crystal, you found your way to your reading. So, how will people see you as a couple? Let's figure it out. This. Okay, how will people see you as a couple? Those who have chosen crystal 2 with the clear quartz crystal, how will people see you as a couple? Interesting. This is actually hilarious, guys. Let me clarify the tower. Okay, a lot of cards came out, but you know what? I'm going to take those two because they show their face. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, the tower is being clarified by the Hierophant, and the Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Three of Swords. So, how will people see you as a couple? A lot of people are going to be jealous. A lot of people are going to be upset. You might have people unfollow you. You might have people not talk to you anymore. You might have people just get upset about it. And you, as a couple, will be like the biggest talk. Like, everybody's going to talk about you. Even the people that aren't like happy about it, because obviously they're jealous, they're going to be talking about you. And it's because they know that you together are a power couple. Literally a power couple. There is strength here. There is complete harmony. Everybody knows like you two would make like the perfect couple. Literally. It's like when you put two people together that know how to have relationships, that aren't toxic, that are really healthy, happy people, that are doing good things in their life. People know that both of you are very successful and you're going, getting your bag. So people know you're a power couple, right? You guys can communicate with each other. You are just right for each other. And that's why you have people that are upset about your union because they know this commitment is something that is lasting. This is a relationship that can definitely end up in marriage. Like, people will notice that. Like, people know that both of you are looking for something committed, real, and healthy. And people know, like, you guys, once you're together, there's no going back. And that gives a lot of people anxiety. People are really sad. Like, you're going to have some people actually cry when they find out that you two are together because maybe somebody wanted to be with you or somebody wanted to be with your partner. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of heartbreak. People are going to be sad, crying, upset, unfollowing you on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, Facebook, whatever, or muting you so they don't see that you guys are together, because people know you're damn happy and they're jealous of that because, again, you two are this power couple. Amazing. That is hilarious. Okay, let's get more into this. Okay, so I'm going to use the Wisdom Oracle deck, how people will see you as a couple. Yeah, you guys got a lot of haters, jealous people, but it's like that's not going to phase you because you have this harmonious, happy relationship, And people are jealous because they know that you have this strong commitment, that you can be this power couple, that you can be successful together, that you both have this self-awareness, this love for yourself individually, so you can have a healthy relationship together as a couple. Okay? So we have come to the edge. Deep knowing, again, people have that deep knowing that you're like literally meant to be. Like ooh, this is a strong partnership and people know that. Okay, we have new life that came out. We also have no place like home. Yeah, so people sense that you're very comfortable with each other. Like you guys have very similar personalities or similar humor. So you guys really just get each other. And people notice that you're really comfortable, as a couple. People are already noticing that, like, you guys like to share each other online or something like that. And because you're so comfortable with each other, you're comfortable about showing each other off, that's going to make people feel really jealous. Okay. Um, so yeah, with Come to the Edge, it's like you both have a lot of courage with this relationship. You're like not afraid to show each other off. You're not afraid to like let people know that you're together. You're not afraid to let it be seen, right? And as well as a couple, like you both seek a relationship that is this, you're both were looking for something like this. And this is your good karma happening for both of you. And a lot of people are noticing that, right? People notice that you guys are an intimate partnership as well. People notice that you like to, really show each other off as well. I already said that, but that's something that is very evident here. You guys aren't afraid to let people know that you're intimate together, that you are romantically committed, that you love each other, and people notice that this relationship will probably start moving on up really quickly. There's going to be a lot of things moving fast with this. With deep knowing, again, people understand like you guys have this soul connection. Even if people don't really know you, they just know. There's this soul connection here. This person crosses your path and like suddenly like you guys are both glowing. You guys just look so happy. People are noticing like your change in mood. People notice that you guys are actually like having a good time, right? So this is like a magical relationship. Magic is happening. You both are really wise people, very intuitive people. This can be like a spiritual partnership or whatever, you know? That's what I'm sensing here. And then again, new life. People notice, like, and then you have the house here. You guys are going to have this committed relationship where you end up like moving in together, buying a house together, having kids possibly together, you know? So people are noticing this. Like, wow, this is a great partnership. Like, people are really happy for you. Even the people that are jealous, they're only jealous because they know the truth. They know the truth of this relationship. They know that you're meant to be together. Okay? It just all makes sense. When it comes together, it just all makes sense when you guys are together. And again, you guys are both really comfortable with each other. You have inside jokes. Like, you guys are literally the same people. People notice that you have that, like, same humor. Okay? Even the way that you communicate with each other, you're just really comfortable with each other no matter what. And people really like the way that you guys show each other love as well. This relationship is just authentic and you guys can really be yourselves. It's like you can really be in your own skin. You're like, you're lovers, but you're also like best friends, right? You guys are just so in sync, and that love, that emotional safety, that comfortability is just so reciprocated with each other. And because you guys are so in love with each other, you're showing that to the world. Okay? That's why these haters can't faze you, because you're full of love and you have your love. So it's like, who cares? Okay? So let's see what else we got here. Is this stack upside down? No. Okay. So Tao Oracle, what else do you have here for these two? Okay. So we have inner knowing, or inner truth, sorry. We have inner truth and deep knowing. So again, you guys have this insight. You understand that you're supposed to be together. Like, it's intuitive knowing here. Yeah, together you just feel so much like better. It's like you guys becomes even better versions of you, like yourselves, when you're together as well. You help this person really be in tune and in touch with their authentic self, and they do that with you as well. Okay, you're breaking patterns here, breaking generational curses when it comes to relationships here. Okay, we have the corners of the mouth. Again, this relationship is nourishing. It's It provides like such a beautiful space for love to thrive. You have well-being, health, providing for others, creating balance, nurturing the body, mind, and spirit. As I said, you're breaking the generational curses when it comes to relationships, right? You're showing your parents, your auntie, your uncles, your whole family what it's like to be in a committed relationship, what it's like to actually love and be there for that person, what it's like to be honest and caring, no matter what. Through sickness and through health, girl or guy. One more card here. So we have the clinging, fire, illumination, inspiration, devotion. As I said, you guys are so devoted to each other. Enlightenment. This is a spirituality. Again, this is a spiritual connection. Regeneration. Like you help each other, like break any curses or any habits, past behaviors, and you really just step into your true self. You guys are illuminating. As I said, like people notice that you're glowing. You glow more on your face. This relationship is inspirational. You guys are devoted to each other. Sorry, I ran out of space there, but as I was saying, you guys are devoted to each other. And look, an all consuming passion. Okay, you guys are very passionate for each other. This is growing love, always growing. It's just beautiful. People love it. Even if they hate it, they love it because they know you so much deserve it, right? So we're just going to pull one more card here. This is from Witch's Wisdom. Sorry. Wow, okay. Two came out. So we have scurrying mirror, shadow, and we have hand fasting union. What did I say? Spiritual union here. You guys are coming together, and this is beautiful. All right, so this scurrying mirror. Let me look at this card for a second here. Let's see what I can pick up. This card is a little bit more different because it's speaking about shadow. You know what I feel like this is? I feel like this is about the other reactions of people, like those people that have that tower moment, Nine of Swords, Three of Swords kind of reaction here. Yeah, I feel like people notice that they just wish they could have this union, you know? And people are kind of just looking at you guys through a mirror, you know, which like instead of a mirror it would be through a screen and just wishing they had this, you know. But as well for this card, it's like you guys were only, you know, like using half of your potential. You weren't living up to your dreams and everything like that. So people notice that when you guys are together, you're more creative, you're more pushing yourself out there, you're more like, you know, targeting these goals and reaching them, you know. But I feel like as well with this, as this person is kind of like behind there in the dark, there's something or someone kind of hiding, but there's nothing to fear here, nothing at all. It's just somebody just feels just really sad about this, you know? Someone's just not happy about it. That's just what I'm seeing here. But it's like, you know it all, you see it all. It's not going to phase you because you have this strong union here, right? This is a committed relationship. And I see you guys definitely getting married here, you know? You guys are making a promise to each other to stay true to yourselves, your individuality, so you can have this happy, healthy relationship. Right? People are celebrating this love. People acknowledge this love. Right? People want to dance and sing with you. It's beautiful. So that's what I got for you guys that chose the clear quartz crystal. If you enjoy that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. Alright, so those of you who have chosen the lapis lazuli, you found your way to your reading. So how will people see you as a couple? Let's figure it out. So those who have chosen the lapis lazuli, how will people see you as a couple? Sorry, my chair is like shaking. It's like, what is going on? People see you. Okay, first card here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Too many there. Lazuli. 10 of Wands. Empress. Just dropping out here. Okay, and we have the Magician. Back of the deck, we have the Ace of Wands. Okay. Definitely people will notice that you've been through a lot, you know, as individually. Okay. This 10 of Wands here is like, what does this mean? Let's clarify it. People might feel like, okay, the Devil. Okay, listen. I will always be honest with you guys. 110%. So this is what I'm seeing. So people are going to feel like somebody in the relationship, like one person is pulling all the load. Like one person is, you know, always initiating things, always planning things. Maybe one person, like if there's a certain holiday or tradition that comes up, that one person is planning. Like, say it's like Christmas, okay? One person is making like all the presents, putting so much work into like, you know, creating these beautiful gifts and like planning to like, I don't know, go to the forest, have a snowball fight, whatever. So one person is like overextending themselves and taking on too much responsibility in the relationship. Or one person is trying to please the other way too hard, like way too much than the other person is. Okay, so it's like maybe you guys get into this relationship and one person just feels like, okay, finally in a relationship, so happy about this, so happy to be a couple. And it's like, I don't want to mess anything up. So you kind of overextend yourself. Okay, and that's why the Devil is coming out under the 10 of Wands. It's like, these are kind of unconscious reactions. It's like you're kind of thirsty for this person's attention, even though like you're already in a relationship. It's like, you're kind of like, feeling like, okay, I need to keep on doing something. It's like being obsessed with, you know, being the bigger person, being the good girlfriend or boyfriend, you know. And that's why the Wheel of Fortune is coming up here, because this is also something that is like a karmic pattern that comes up with you in relationships. So this is something that you need to, you know, have more control over. Okay. So, because some people might see this pattern in this cycle with you or the other person in relationship. So, whoever it is, take it as you might see it or receive it. Okay? Well, we do have the Empress and the Magician here. So, together, you guys do have a strong bond. Together, you will be able to manifest anything you like. You're both very abundant people. All right? With the Empress here, it's like, whoever is the Empress here, um, very nurturing, might be luxurious. Perhaps your person is just always going to deck you out in like really beautiful threads, or, you know, just always buying you nice things. So I feel like maybe that's another thing about this relationship. It might be a little bit of competition between like who's giving more, who's doing the most, like who's buying the nicer things, like just stuff like that. And then with the Magician here, yeah, I feel like you guys do have pretty good communication as well, because Magician's about communication, but also somebody's just always taking the initiative, like somebody's just always like planning that thing out first. Okay, so yeah, maybe somebody's like very focused on themselves and what they're doing towards the relationships, that they forget about their deeper needs and their deeper like values when it does come to relationships, because it's like you're always overextending yourself for your partner. So that's what something people will sense with this relationship, or see or view you guys as a couple. So let's see what else we have here. Okay, so, oh, actually too many came out. I'm going to take out co-create because that definitely fits in with the Empress and the Magician. You guys, again, as I said, very abundant. Definitely going to be able to co-create with each other. We have community. So I feel like, again, like a lot of people are going to sense that you have this really strong relationship, and a lot of people are going to like want to be involved or help out in some type of way. Okay, maybe as well together you guys are just really comfortable with each other, you really understand each other. Okay, and that's what makes this relationship really harmonious and beautiful. But we do have orphan that also came out here. So somebody, again, as I said, is just overextending themselves and just like doing way too much because they're afraid to be left out in the cold, left out in the dark. Which is something maybe like your community of people will notice and talk to you about, you know? So that's what I'm sensing here. Because you see like that mama giraffe taking care of the baby giraffe. I feel like one of your parents or whatever will reach out and be like, hey, so I've noticed you've been doing this, and that's so beautiful, that's so great, but remember like what you need to. Don't always just like do things for your person. Make sure they're also reciprocating the same needs that you give them. Like things like that, okay? But again, with co create, it's like you guys are going to be able to do something really amazing together. I feel like you guys might like plan to do something together, like as a hobby. Maybe for some of you, might like want to start like YouTube or podcast together or whatever that may be. Like something that you guys are both really creative about, because we do have the Ace of Wands. Oh, well, it was at the back of the deck. I already showed you. But this is when I shuffle to get the Devil Clarifier over here. But when the Ace of Wands is the back of the deck, this is like creativity. So there's something you might do together creatively. But again, just seeing the Death at the back of the deck, there's something that you need to transform here, get rid of, and I feel like that's that. Maybe it's like codependency, or just like, again, as I said, overextending yourself for your person because you're afraid to mess up, or to mess up this good relationship, or somebody will leave. So you don't want to go through all of that because that's just an unhealthy pattern. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. We have modesty. So this is moderation. Again, keeping it in moderation. Humility, keep it simple. Again, keeping it simple. Don't like overextend yourself. Self-respect, sincerity, respectability, lack of pretension. So again, this relationship needs to like have more moderation. You guys might be always posting like what you're doing for each other online, and just always putting out like the physical things that you get each other or something like that. But it's important to keep it simple, have more self-respect. Not saying that you don't have that self-respect, but again, that's something that people are going to notice. Respectability. So a lot of people will respect this relationship and what you do for each other, and just really appreciate, okay, you guys as a couple. And then we have the turning point. Return, the start of a new cycle. Wow. Inevitability, right timing, regeneration, steady improvements. Again, this is steady improvement. There's something that you guys will have to go through, like a lesson together as a couple, which is really going to help your relationship like have those steady, strong like improvements, and again will like stabilize your relationship together. Okay, there's going to be some kind of regeneration here. You're going to have like a start to a new cycle again. So there's something you're learning together as a couple, right? Now we're going to figure out what else we have here. It's the Witch's Wisdom Oracle. So we have Cauldron Containment. Okay, one more card. Wow. As I said, manifestation, spell. To get together, you guys are going to, again, I feel like there's some kind of karmic lesson that you have to go through together as a couple. And of course, you're going to overcome that. You're going to pay that karmic debt. And together, you're just going to thrive as a couple. And you'll be able to, like, achieve anything together and be stronger together as well. So that's really beautiful here. But okay, we also have cauldron, which is containment. So as a couple, people are going to feel like you guys are really going to need to grow together again, because this card basically what it's about is like important information, right? And it's also about like allowing yourself to know and feel without like boiling over, like doing too much, so again, you have to contain that. You don't want to do too much and have this burnout here. You don't want your pot to overflow. Okay. This card is also about being patient, right? And being willing to like accept what you need to learn and what you need to do. Um, Again, this is about not waiting until the time is right. So perfect timing. Um, yeah, and having all the details before you do something. So maybe you'll feel like there's something about this relationship that's going to weigh really heavy on you, and you're going to kind of think like, do I really want this? This is kind of like something that you have to overcome. Like you can't just run, you need to figure this out together as a couple. So that's really important here to acknowledge, right? And then we have spell. As I said, like you guys are going to be able to manifest a lot together. But with this here too, it's like um, remembering to acknowledge like what your desires are, and not just doing everything that you want your person to do, but also like putting your emotions and your feelings out there so that they can reciprocate the same thing for you. Being positive with each other, having that positive affirmations in this relationship, because sometimes, especially in the beginning, you're going to feel like I'm a little bit scared, things might not work out, but just being positive and knowing like that everything's going to work out and having a clear thought. Be transparent about your wishes, your dreams, okay? And that way you can like keep in harmony as well. Um, yeah. Yeah, and I feel like you guys should just be like, try to like live more in harmony together as a couple, and be like really conscious about what you both want to see in the relationship, and like being open and transparent and communicate with each other about that. Okay, be aware of your thoughts and your words at every moment. Be careful not to, say some things that you don't want to say, don't react, but um, kind of think about things before you speak, because this containment, it's like there's going to be points where it's like you're like boiling, your blood is boiling, it's just too much, and you want to explode, but you need to contain that anger and put more love and compassion into this relationship. Okay. So that's what I got for you guys that chose lapis lazuli. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now.